So for ship posting for roughly about 5 days ago, I decided that I'm gonna do something different and kind of go back to my roots. So, hello guys, how you doing? My name is Dan, and today we're going to be quickly talking about something that I always get asked a lot, and that is my Viewmodel. And today's, I guess, mod review is the Viewmodel tweak. Now this is an updated version that is for the BLT 2.0, which I was having some issues because I didn't know if there was a version out yet, and turns out there is, and it was last updated the 5th. So we're gonna go over it. So if you guys are curious and if you don't know about this Viewmodel tweak, I consider it as an extension to the traditional FOV. And what it does is you can adjust the X, Y, and Z axis of your, I guess, Viewmodel arms on any given weapon set, basically. So for example, you can have akimbo weapons that can like extend out so far and you can barely see them, like your arms are levitating. Or you can do something really funny, which I've messed around with before I got to my comfortable levels of, well, values, I should say, on these models. I imitated looking down the barrel, kind of like how you'd say, like an ADS. I messed with that, and it was fun. It was fun, I'll give it that. But I initially found this mainly because of I was trying to look for something that can potentially flip the model, so it's like I have the gun in the left hand instead of the right, kind of like how CSGO does it. But I didn't find anything, so I found the closest thing, and this is where I'm at now. So if you guys are curious, I do have a link down in the description, as well as my values. These are the values that I use. So if you guys are curious about this anywhere in the future, I will probably point you towards this video. So if you're from the future and you ask me what my Viewmodel is, or how did I get my FOV or something like that, I'll point you to this video, and the values are obviously going to be here. So how do you do this? If you guys are familiar with modding when it comes to the BLT script, then it's basically that. You just stick it in your mods folder. But if you guys don't know how to do that, then I'd highly recommend checking out my mod reviews playlist. It should be the first video about the most important mod, and without it, you can't do this. So it's the same process. It's the exact same process. So don't worry about it being outdated as of right now, if there's any change in the future. But other than that, that's really it. As of right now, you cannot change the Brothers Grimm, or like the Grimm 12 gauge shotgun that was recently added when it came to the Lock and Load event of 2017. So that's kind of upsetting. But if there's an update anywhere, it might be on this version that I'm giving to you guys. If not, if I remember, I will probably put it in the description. Do not quote me on that, because I will probably forget, to be honest. But that's really it. It's a very basic mod, and I absolutely love it, because to be honest, I'm a fan of a higher FOV, and adjusting the FOV to the max on this game, as well as having this Viewmodel tweak, it makes the game feel, so much better, to me at least. And apparently to a lot of people, because a lot of people always ask me, how do I do that, or what's my Viewmodel, or my second one is my crosshair. And if I haven't made a video on that, I will probably do that if there's an updated version. But anyways, I'm going to stop here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching and listening to this video. Again, link is down in the description, as well as the value sheet if you guys want to mimic mine. But I do recommend you guys experiment a little bit instead of just going straight for my values, because what I like might not, equate to your taste. So I'd give it some time for experimenting. One quick tip I want to mention is changing these values, it's going to have to take a map change in order for them to take effect. So what I would probably recommend, if you guys are new to this, I would put my values in there so you can see it, and if you're not on par, or is it not up to par with your standards, tweak them in a match and then just reset it, and then just keep going over and over and over. That's what I would do. And to be honest, it was kind of a pain because getting all of them perfect. And I know there are some weapons, depending on their reload, or depending on how they're held, or depending on the weapon class itself, it might be completely weird because you might see a little bit clipping on the arms. And I know that happens with the pistols, and I believe the SMGs to an extent. That's why their values might be a little different. Other than that, everything else is kind of the same. So anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching and listening. Like a favorite if you guys did enjoy this video. Subscribe if you have not already to miss any of these videos in the future. My name is Dan, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Have an awesome day, guys.